Hi, family. It's your girl, the Bougee Babe. So, today I have a special guest here, a little bit of a surprise, great surprise. And we have Shay here. Who's Shay?
Another tattoo from LA, Los Angeles, California. I'm one of the greatest tattooers, creators of all times.
Of all times, y'all heard that? So, let's start where it all began. What first inspired you to pick up a tattoo machine?
Um, Being in the streets. Now that's the truth. Is this all raw? We raw with it?
We raw
All
with
right,
it.
cool. Being in the streets, that's where it all started at. Like a lot of people, that really don't know my backstory think that I wanted to be a tattoo artist as a kid. Never. I never wanted to be a tattooist. It never crossed my mind ever. I wanted to be an architect. I went to
Oh,
college. Yeah, I
wow.
went to college to be an architect. I always wanted to design houses, buildings, schools, skyscrapers. My dream was to create my own mansion. To create the biggest mansion, 4 floors, pool out back, mixed with a jacuzzi, basketball court, all that. So that's where drawing came from. I wanted to be an architect and I wanted to design my own mansion when I got rich one day. And I went to college for it. Got out of high school, went to college for it, drafting and designing and stuff. And I didn't finish college because it cost money. It cost money, so I had to leave that and went back to the streets. And I was in the streets and couldn't finish school.
No, you
And
finished school because you went to the School of Hard Knocks,
yeah, I did
right?
that. So after going back to the streets, without a plan, I went back to doing everything I wasn't supposed to be doing. I went to going back doing this and that, if you know what I
Uh
mean.
huh.
And that was weak. That was trash. It wasn't making no money. It was slow. It wasn't it. And I think I still knew how to draw though. And
Mhm.
one day I think I was on my last I was on my last stuff and somebody put a bug in my ear and was like, "Man, you should do me a tattoo." I'm like, I ain't never did no damn tattoo.
Tattoo.
Like, I don't know how to do that. I'm like, I don't even know how to set a machine up or none of that. Like, you should do it, man. So I'm like, I'll pay you. I'm like, shit, I need it because this other stuff ain't working. I
Working,
say,
right?
so I sold the last little bit of stuff that I had and ordered me a tattoo, a starter's kit on Amazon with a card, and it came in and it was, man, it had a rubber band and it was a coil and you have to hook these cords up in a foot pedal and I started doing a dude's tattoo. I had to do like a Google. I went on Google and YouTube to see how to do it real fast. I took like a 15-minute class on how to do it, and he had faith in me. And I was sweating. I was sweating. I was nervous. I was shaking like crazy, like doing
Mm.
his tattoo. And I think after like 20, 30 minutes of doing his tattoo, I think I finally calmed down. My heart stopped racing, and I finished it. And it wasn't
Wasn't that
bad.
bad,
It
right?
wasn't that bad. I was like, but that first tattoo, that it wasn't that bad, but it wasn't good. And he was so happy to have it. I'm like, you know what?
And he had no
Yeah,
idea.
he had no idea. I was like, that ain't it. But since I knew it wasn't it, I said, you know what? I gotta keep going because I got this. I don't know what it's called when something isn't straight and it bugs the hell out of you and you gotta make it straight.
Mm-hmm.
Is that OCD?
OCD.
So everything has to be straight. So the tattoo just wasn't. It wasn't perfect, and I was like, I gotta do another one
You got to
because there
perfect this.
is no way that I can't be great at this. So I just kept going and kept going. But he had ended up liking it and went outside and showed everybody in the apartments. Oh, I got a new tattoo. And like I say, 20 minutes later, I had like 4 people knocking on the door. They're like, oh man, I got like $50 for you too. I want like something right here. Another person, I got $25. I got 50. I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what? So I think the first that I ever tattooed, I probably made like $240 or something. And at the end of the day, I was like, hell yeah. Like I could buy some chips. I could buy something to
Chips,
drink. I could
drink.
go buy some snacks. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. Like, this is what I do now. And it took off from there.
And how old were you then?
Maybe 19, 20.
Okay.
19, 20 when that happened.
So, how would you describe your style in one sentence?
How would I describe my style in one sentence? Versatile.
Okay.
And the only reason I describe it like that is because I never wanted to be stuck in a bubble of being asked that question and I say, oh, I'm a black and gray realism artist, or I'm a color realism artist, or I'm a traditional or neo-traditional. I never wanted to get stuck in that bubble of doing one thing when somebody asked me that question. The moment that you start doing one thing and you don't try nothing else is when you put a lid on top of your career,
right,
and you don't grow to be anything better. So in the beginning, I tried everything and I wanted to be the best at everything. So I just kept going and kept going and kept going with everything, practicing it, just in case I get a client to come through the door and say, I want realism, black and gray, or another client to come through the door and say, I want color, or I want this, or I want that. I'm able to do all of them things, and I'm able to satisfy any type of
client,
any type of customer canvas that come through the door, and I never put a lid on my life to turn somebody around.
What about portraits? Because I know portraits can be.
I was scared to do
difficult.
portraits for so many years. I just kept declining them and denying them, and just one day I think I finally was like, you know what? There's nobody standing in my way but me. So let me just go ahead and knock it out. Let me try it. And I started trying it on like not real people, but cartoon characters, trying to get to understand the nose and where the mouth go and the eyes. And I kept doing that and got good at it. Then I went up to like fake portraits of people, like drawings of faces and stuff. And then I started going to real people. I say the first couple of portraits of real people was like, hey, like, if I see them today, I'm gonna have to probably hook them up.
Do it over, right?
I'm gonna have to redo them. But I definitely got into it and learned so much from it in watching other people do it and techniques on how to be great at portraits. And then I got really comfortable when I did a portrait one day, and I took all these techniques from everybody else that I seen to do great portraits. I took them and put them into one, and I did a tattoo one day, a portrait, and it was the shit.
Blew yourself away.
Man, what? Man, the dude was happy. I was happy. I'm like, shit, I ain't think it was gonna really look like your man. So I'm like, I thought this was about to be your cousin, not your brother. But I did it. It was fire, and I just was excited, and I wanted to do more and more and more.
Listen, you guys are not in here with us, but I feel his energy. I'm feeling the excitement. That's twice that I think you surprised yourself.
Oh,
and you
definitely.
realize so far your capabilities on what you can do.
Man, people can do anything they want to do in this world. The only thing that's stopping you is you. You standing in your own way by being comfortable, by being stuck in your zone, or living in a safe zone. When you living in a safe zone is when you put a cap on top of your life and career. You're not supposed to be comfortable in your safe zone forever. You're supposed to that's your safe zone to go back to when you need peace. But outside of that, you got to go out in the world and get uncomfortable and jump out there where it's dangerous at, so you can go learn more things and be better than you was yesterday.
Right. So I know that you were on Black Ink for a little while.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that journey. How did you get there? What was that experience like? Okay,
so the experience of Black Ink. Oh my God, girl. The experience of Black Ink. My mom, it started a long time ago. I was probably like 23. My mom caught cancer. She survived, beat cancer.
Bless her.
I threw a big party for her and gave her a lot of money on camera. You know, they was recording, put it on camera, it blew up on social media. And a lot of people seen it, and, you know, they seen it like New York. This is Black Ink Crew. They had like noticed I was an artist after seeing it. It was like, yo, let's holler at him. And I'm like, all right, cool. But I've been seeing him since I was a kid. I've been seeing the show since I was young. And I when I first made Facebook ever in my life, and you know how you got to put, what do you do? Your dream job or what you do? I said, I work for Black Ink Crew.
Before.
But way before. When Facebook had first like started after MySpace.
So that sounds like
that was manifestation.
Exactly.
And then they seen my work. They contacted me. They're like, man, New York might be your new home. And then I'm gonna tell you what's even crazier is Caesar and them, told me that New York might be my new home. Then Ryan from Black Ink Chicago, they got a show as well.
Okay.
Ryan told me that Chicago might be my new home. So I had options, right? So a tattoo convention popped up in Chicago. Okay. One of the biggest villain art conventions that everybody go to. Mm-hmm. Both Black Inks was there. I went to Chicago. They're like, come out. Everybody's telling me come out. I went out to Chicago. I drove to Chicago like 12, 13 hours in the snow.
And you're from California, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm driving in the snow.
Determination.
The snow. Oh my God. I drove in a blizzard up there. And I didn't have a hotel room or nothing. I just drove. I was in the rental car. I had
driving on faith.
Man, what? I had my big cousin rent me a rental car and I drove up there in a blizzard. And I got there. As soon as I got there, I went in and the cameras is there. Filming them and everything they got going. I went and met both of them. I met Ryan. I met Ford. I met everybody from Chicago side. They like family. I love them all. Very close with them to this day. Then I went over to New York side and I met Caesar and I met everybody over there, the whole team over there. And I was talking to him and he like, yeah, like man, your work is nice, bro. Like, yeah, he like come fuck with me in New York. I'm like, all right, bet. So it was a great experience being there. I ended up leaving and going back out to LA. Went back out to LA. And like the next day I left. Drove all the way back to LA.
From Chicago.
Fuck yeah. I drove all the way back. And then so it's only a weekend thing. So then the show is over. I mean the tattoo convention is over.
The convention.
Everybody go back to New York. Everybody go back home wherever they come from. And the next day, Caesar like, come to New York. I'm like, I just drove to Chicago.
Right?
I'm not. What are you talking about? Like, so he said it was a Monday when he said it because the convention ended on a Sunday. He like, come to New York. I'm like, I did a tattoo. As soon as he said it, I did a tattoo the next like 30 minutes after he said it out in LA. The money I got from that tattoo, I booked a flight.
Wow.
I booked a flight and this is what I did. I booked a flight. I went to Oklahoma. I got family out in Oklahoma. I booked a flight to Oklahoma so I could be closer
to New York.
Yeah. And then I don't know why I did this, but just don't judge me. I flew to Oklahoma.
We listen and we don't judge.
I'm in Oklahoma. He said, come to New York. This is the next day. This is a Monday. I get to Oklahoma Monday night. My big cousin rented me a rental car out in Oklahoma.
Your family loves you.
I drove from Oklahoma to New York City that same night, but it took like a day and a half to get there. It was like 20, really, it was like a day. It took like 20, maybe 23 hours, 23-hour drive straight, no hotels, no nothing, from Oklahoma all the way to New York City. Got there. He seen I come in the shop. He like, damn, like I didn't think you was gonna show up. I'm like, I'm here. Like the next day, this determination. The show ended Sunday. I made it there like Tuesday to New York.
Oh my goodness.
He like, man, I know you can tattoo already. You dope, but let me just see you do it in person. He like, cause I guess people can, fake like they can tattoo online. He like, let me see you do it in person, bro. I know you can tattoo, but I just want to see you do it. So I'm like, cool. I set up immediately. I got down right there in front of him. He like, damn, that's nice. He like, you hired, bro. He
just like that.
Just like that. He like, you with us. You with us. He like, you, he said, do you have a license? I'm like, no. He like, I'm gonna get you a license. They took me down to downtown New York City somewhere at the health department and went in and got a license the same day. I took the class, got a license the same day. I was working, I was opening up the shop I opened up the shop the next day. The next day at 9 a.m. I was opening up the shop.
So in less than 48 hours.
I was in there. Now I'm Black Ink 125th. Camera crew is out there. Teddy, Walter, Caesar is walking in and out. You know, a lot of people, fans and stuff running in and out the shop. It was fucking crazy.
So, you know, I believe in what you put out is what you get back.
Yeah, 100%.
And you started out by saying that your mom had cancer.
Yeah.
And you gave your mom some money. You know, you were being present for your mom. You threw a party for your mom to be supportive of your mom. And it's better to give than to receive.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
It's when it's genuine.
When it's genuine. And when the Bible says, like, I don't know what faith you are, but I believe in a higher being. I believe in positive energy. I believe in honoring your mother and thy father, right? And you did that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Look how after that, the blessings
started pouring in. And I wasn't even looking for it either.
Right.
I wasn't looking for it not one bit. I was just doing what I was supposed to do. I was doing what I was supposed to do. And it just started pouring in right after that. Yeah, it poured in real heavy.
Yeah.
I ended up, when I got to New York and I started working there, and I'm telling myself, like, I don't live here. I don't live here. I'm coming from LA.
California, the opposite side.
I'm coming from LA. I'm coming from Oklahoma. I'm coming from all these places. I'm like, I don't live in New York. How do I work here? Don't even live here.
So what happened? How did that work out?
I told him that I don't live here, bro. You know, I just came out here. He like, all right, we're gonna figure it out. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna figure something out real fast. I worked that day and the next day, and then I'm in a rental car. I drove. I told him, I said, listen, I'm gonna be back in a week. I'll be back in 7 days with a major plan that I'm gonna be working here officially. He like, all right, bet. I drive all the way back to Oklahoma, 23 hours back to Oklahoma after working there for 2 days. Pack up all my stuff out in Oklahoma, got out to LA, packed up the stuff in LA, back in Oklahoma. I had my big cousin rent me a rental car for a whole month.
Okay.
I said, man, listen, I got a big opportunity. You gotta trust me on this. I ain't have a license, I ain't have nothing. I'm like, but I got an opportunity. He like, I believe in you. And he like, all right, bet I got you. He rented me a rental car for 2 weeks. No, for 3 weeks. And I drove back to New York. I drove to Baltimore. That's the closest I can get to New York. Baltimore, Maryland. My cousins live in Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay.
So I said, that's the closest I'll be able to get to live and work for them. So I drove to Baltimore, Maryland. That's like 19 hours from Oklahoma. And now I'm like, I told my cousin, I got an opportunity in New York. I'm going to stay with you, and I'm going to go to New York every day. She like...
From Baltimore.
Yeah, she like, hold on. What? That don't even sound right. But the Baltimore drive from Baltimore, Maryland to New York City in the mornings with traffic is 4 hours. The drive back at night is like 3 hours and 30 minutes or 3 hours and 45 minutes at night because there's no traffic. So she like, if that's what you gonna do to chase your dream, do it. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm living with her. I got all my stuff. I wake up early in the morning. At the shop open at 9. I wake up at like 4 in the morning, maybe 5.
My goodness.
I wake up at 4, try to get something to eat, try to take a quick shower, get myself together. By 5 o'clock, I'm hitting the road from Baltimore, taking that 4-hour drive up to Harlem.
Harlem, New York.
Harlem, New York. 4-hour drive from Baltimore, Maryland to Harlem, New York. And I get there right on time every day. Every day I get there probably like 8:56, about to open the shop. I get there, park outside,
wow, this is
125th.
amazing.
I unlock the gate, open the gate up. You know, I'm in the shop. He like, damn, I don't know what you did, but you got a plan going. I don't know where you coming from. You ain't saying nothing, but you dedicated because I see you back here, and I know you don't even live in this state. So I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm like, let's just get to work. Wow. It's an opportunity. Let's just get to work. I don't need no handouts. I don't want to talk about nothing. Let's just get to work. So they filming every day. We working. The cameras is around. There's just a lot of shit going on. A lot of this, a lot of that. I don't really speak on too much of what was going on in the shop or on the cameras, but it was a lot going on to where I'm in there every day tattooing. I'm meeting everybody. And the cameras is rolling. It was a lot. It was a fucking lot. Like, I couldn't really grow with the tattoo shit because there was always some shit going on. But
in the shop.
yeah, it was always something going on. So, like, one day the electricity get cut off.
Not
Like,
the
what
electricity
the
cut
fuck
off.
is going on? One day it's just too damn hot.
Oh no!
I never knew New York got hot like that. It was a lot of shit I wasn't used to. I can't tattoo properly. It's just a lot. Fans is running in and out the door. It's Caesar here. It's Donna here. It's Sky here. It's like, come on, man. Y'all want tattoos or what? Get the hell on. So
right.
We going through that nonstop. They asking for pictures and shit. It was lit. They treated me like I was famous. Like, after Caesar posted me, we did a photo shoot and he posted me as a new crew member and shit. And everybody's like, oh, you the new person. They want to take pictures with me and shit, but I wasn't used to none of that. I'm coming from the hood. I don't know none of that.
Right.
I thought I was coming to do like some tattoos.
To work. You wanted to work.
Yeah.
You wanted to do tattoos.
So I get back to driving back and forth. I get to New York every morning, New York City, Harlem, New York City, every morning at like 8:50 something. I work from 9 a.m. to 9 at night.
9 p.m.?
Yeah. 9
and had to drive back to Baltimore?
So 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day. And you get there, 8:50 something, open the shop at 9 a.m., work all day till 9 p.m. And I would leave the shop at 9 p.m. after done tattooing all day.
You're not getting home till 1.
Yeah. So I jump on the highway immediately and
3 hours
and shoot down there. I always arrive back in my cousin's apartment in Baltimore, downtown Baltimore, at like 1 a.m.
Yep.
I gotta find parking. Parking take like 30 minutes. Parking on the street. Man, you gotta park all the way down the street and walk all the way up.
Oh my goodness.
I go in the house, take a shower, try to eat a sandwich, try to go to sleep for like 3 hours. So I'm there. I'm there at 1 a.m. Try to get some food to take a shower. I'm going to sleep by like 1:45. Sleeping from 1:45 to 5 a.m. back on the highway, going right back to New York.
If this is not a story of determination.
I did that shit for so long. I mean, I did it for a long time, every day. That rental car I had, boy, they about threw that shit in the trash. Now I'm done with it.
What were you feeling doing all of this? Putting all this work, putting all this effort in. What were you expecting to get out of it?
I think in the when it was happening, I wasn't thinking like that. When it was happening, in the moment, I wasn't thinking like, oh, I'm thinking to get famous because I'm with Black Ink Crew now. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking to be a star on TV, or I'm thinking to get this or that. I wasn't thinking of none of that shit. I was so in the moment to where I didn't even have time to think. Wow. I'm driving back and forth every day, driving back at night, dead tired. I don't want to think. Right. I'm dead tired. I want the windows down, loud ass music. Driving in the morning, I'm tired in traffic. I don't want to think. I want to listen to music and just go and just keep going. Mm-hmm. But I knew consistency though. The only thing that kept going on in my mind is consistency. Don't think about the prize or what's coming or what can be. If it's consistency, if you continue to get up and do it and show up, if you show up every day, mm-hmm. that shit is gonna pay off.
Yes.
So that's all I thought about. I mean, I worked with them for a long time, and I did it every single day.
From Baltimore.
And it was consistency. The only thing I kept in my head every day was consistency. Told myself that in the morning, told myself that at night, told myself that while I was tattooing.
Wow.
Consistency. As long as I show up, I'm gonna win. I don't care about what the prize is gonna be. Right. As long as it's consistent, I'm something gonna come out of this. I did it for a long time. I worked with them for a very long time. Then I ended up leaving them after my journey was up with them.
Okay.
My journey was up. I left. I said my goodbyes to everybody. They opened up a shop in Atlanta. I went down to Atlanta. I connected with all of them and made sure I still showed up for all of the events, the conventions and stuff to support Black Ink because that's the team that put me on.
Okay.
And after them, after showing, even when I left the shop, I still showed up for them nonstop. And I just went on. I just went on to opening my own tattoo shop, and I blew the hell up.
Where did you open your
Everybody.
shop?
I opened up one out in Oklahoma, and I opened up one back in LA.
Nice.
Yeah, so I opened up 2 shops, and everybody I blew up. They like, nigga, nigga, Black Ink Crew is huge. Like, what
Right.
like, nigga, we seen the posting, we see your stories every day. We was watching you. And like, how was it? They asking me questions how is Caesar? I'm like, man, how is Sky? I'm like, bro, they like
normal people.
They like my family. At this point, like normal motherfuckers. So I go back out that way, and out that way, everybody asking me to take pictures with them and shit. I'm like, hey, no, nigga. I seen you last week, nigga. Don't ask to take no picture with me. When I was a bum, nigga, you ain't asked that.
Right.
So, but it was a great experience. And then I left that and started a real tattoo career. I started a real tattoo career when I was with them, because I felt like if the cameras pan by my station, nigga, I better be on point. Like, so I really started taking shit serious as hell. Hell yeah. But then when I left them, it really went up. I really started taking stuff serious.
So after the Black Ink journey, where did the roads take you then?
To becoming better. I felt like if I can gain knowledge from all of my favorite artists out there in the world, I can be great. And if I can get opportunities like Black Ink, is another opportunity is gonna come for me that I can like grab and really like take it far with it. So what I did was I started traveling. I looked online at every major artist that I really just adored and thought that they was amazing and their works was great. And I found out where they was at. Mm-hmm. You know, they artists is kind of weird sometimes. You know, you DM, they won't DM you back. They ain't back like rappers. So I go on their page.
Because we don't know what's real.
Yeah.
It's social media. What's real and what's not.
I got a trick to everything. You go on their page, man. You go find out where they work. Find out the shop that they work in. Find out the city or the country they work in. And just, man, you got to take a risk. You got to take a leap of faith. You do it. You save up some money. You book a flight, book a hotel in that city where your favorite artist is at. Once you get there, you fly there, get to your hotel, check in, put your stuff down. Go to that address, that the shop that they work in. And when you get there, walk in and introduce yourself. A person cannot deny you in person. He can't say,
because I'm in your face now.
I'm in your face now.
I'm in your
What's
face.
up?
What's up?
And I'll tell you, I flew all the way here from the States to come and connect with you. I thought you was amazing from Instagram. I wanted to meet you in person.
And they appreciate that.
And they appreciate that. Like, damn, you flew from the States to come see me? So, yeah. And then I would sit there with them for like 2 days, and I would learn everything off of him for like 2 days. I would watch the needles he used, how he used it, the water bottle, the soap bottle, the ink he used, the everything, the technique, how he make it smooth. Right. I learned every single thing in 2 days from him, and I would take his power. All of that knowledge I got from him, I'll take that power, and I'll be like, I really appreciate it, bro. And I would leave. And I would go home, and I would go, and I'd do it again. And find another person with that amazing talent. I would go do him the same way I did him, and go do another person the same way I did him. And I was like, I'm telling you, it's like the Monstars, like off of Space Jam. You take all the greatest powers, and you the shit. And I would go home with a playbook and all types of knowledge and apply it to myself and my tattoos. And I was unstoppable. I became unstoppable. It didn't make no sense how great I became on doing that. I took everybody's power.
You took everybody's power.
Hell yeah.
He has everybody's power.
I believe in traveling and going to go see the world and learning more, learning about different cultures and how they live, and just everything about traveling is amazing and is a journey and is something that everybody should do, because you don't want to ever be stuck in your career in one city and not knowing what's out there for you.
You don't want to become complacent, right?
Yes, I don't like being safe. When you're safe and you're sitting in one spot, you're not learning anything. You got to get out there where it's dangerous at and go figure some shit out. That's how you're going to learn and become better. That's how you're going to know who you really are as a person. When you go out there into the deep end and you figure out how to survive out there and come back. Right. And then you a shark like them now.
Right.
So I travel nonstop. I've traveled to maybe 20 different countries by now.
Really?
I got my passport when I was probably 25. I'm 32 now.
And it's full. Almost full?
Yeah, hell yeah, it's almost full.
Well, now they're digital, but
I'm definitely gonna need a new one soon. I done traveled to probably about 20 different countries now. Like I done been to Thailand, I done been to Bali, Dubai,
wow,
Colombia,
nice.
everywhere you could damn near think of. I've been, and I've tattooed in every one of them places. I just meet people and tattoo them. I love meeting new people and tattooing,
Wow.
and understanding what they do, where they come from, how they live, what are you about, and tattooing all over the world. I've tattooed in some of the most amazing places and countries in the world, and I love it. And I learned so much out there. I learned so much. I'm not just stuck in one city, just tattooing
Right.
everybody I know. I tattoo the whole entire world. I want to leave a major mark on the whole world.
That's what I was gonna ask you. You're creating a legacy.
Of course, that's my goal. Is when my journey is up, because I'm just a messenger. I'm really just a messenger. I'm a messenger from God. This is not about me. It's about God's gift and what God put me on this earth to do. My path. I got a path that He set for me, and I'm just like the Book of Eli. I got the Bible, and I'm just on the way. But instead of the Bible, I got the tattoo machine, and I'm going.
Goosebumps.
I'm going west. I'm just going from the west to the east, from the east to the west. I'm just going back and forth with this tattoo machine, and I'm the messenger. I'm just showing and helping and inspiring every person that needs help and can't find the faith to get out there and do it on their own, or the people that can't find the knowledge, or people that won't even help. Right. I'm coming through your city soon to help you.
He's coming. He's coming through your city soon.
Yeah.
Because He's the messenger. And let me tell you something. That was something very deep that you just said about you're the Book of Eli. Because if y'all don't know about it, you better get into it.
Of course, you gotta get into the Book of Eli. That was
something really powerful.
It's the most amazing movie story of all times.
Yeah.
I'm literally just a messenger, man. I'm just here to inspire and help everybody that I possibly can, because if I can help all the artists that isn't in the position they want to be in and can't get help or learn more, and even just people that has really bad tattoos that self-esteem is low, and I can come fix it and help them. And if I'm put on this earth, on this path to do all these amazing things to help these people, when is my time, when God say, I want you to come home, when I leave, God is going to say, well done.
So you just said something about if people got messed up tattoos and you have to fix it, right?
Yeah.
Tattoos can be very expensive.
Of course.
Right? And you want to be paid what you're worth, what your value is.
Of course.
So do you think tattoos should be cheap and accessible for everyone, or are they luxury art worth paying top dollar for?
You got to understand your crowd. You got to understand your crowd. You got to understand your crowd as what you're feeding to the world, what people are going to appeal to. And what I mean by that is, if you are living in the Black community where, the price of living is high, and, Black people struggling, or, your community is struggling, your surroundings are struggling, they can't afford that. You have to understand your crowd and your people around you and what you're able to charge them. And if you living in the hood, or you living in a low poverty area, and you gotta give them kind of people some slack, because they going through everything they're going through in life already, and then seeing something so amazing of what you can do, and you charging so high, and they love you and they love what you do, but they can't have it
because you become inaccessible.
It sucks and it hurts. But you just gotta kind of appeal to the crowd you're living in. Now, if you in Beverly Hills, run it up, become rich now. That's over with.
What's next for you, for Shay? Just another tattoo.
I have a major surprise for the world that I just did recently.
Okay.
And I'm able to speak about it, and the whole entire world going to see it in the next month or so.
Okay.
At the end of next month, the whole world is going to see what's going on.
So we have to wait a month.
Actually, 2 weeks. And then I can speak about it, and it will be seen. So I just did something very, very major that changed the whole course of my career, and
wow.
And it was the best experience in my career I've ever I've ever even best journey that built me to be the greatest artist today. So in the next 2 weeks, I got a big surprise that everybody will see.
It's a big surprise.
A big surprise. Oh my God, it's way bigger than the Black Ink surprise.
It's a big surprise.
Way bigger than Black Ink. This is on a whole nother level.
Okay.
Yeah, it's exciting. I can't wait to actually speak about it and for the whole entire world to see it.
Shay, I want to thank you so much for stepping into the Bougee Babe hot seat.
Oh, I had to. I've heard about it. I wanted to get in here. It's fly as hell. I love the conversation. I love it all. It's amazing. I had to get in here and I had to enjoy the vibes for myself.
So before we let you go, just tell the people, how can they find you? Where can they find you? And how can they book an appointment?
You can find me outside your door. I'm always outside. I'm always outside. Travel nonstop. I'm in your city. I swear I am. But in the meantime, if you don't catch me outside your door on your curb, wait for you to come outside to book an appointment. You can definitely find me on Instagram at another underscore tattoo, to be correct. Another underscore tattoo. That's where you're going to find me, all my work. I'm even on TikTok. Another underscore tattoo is all the same. You can find me on there. You can check my work out. You can DM me. And, I talk back to people every day. I love to meet people. And we're able to connect. And I'll be able to book you something and create you something from scratch, some one of one, an amazing tattoo.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And there you have it, Bougees. And as always, you can find me at the Bougee Babe Podcast on Instagram. You can find me on TikTok, the Bougee Babe. I am on all streaming platforms. And as always, stay bougie, babe.